All right, moving our way down the list. I'm now on the assignment from the first week of April on hidden bias. Now these are the ideas that we carry inside us without even knowing we have them. That's why they're called hidden. It's a bias we have, but we don't even acknowledge that we have it. So this assignment, once again, is on your Google Classroom. Right now I'm using 1BD's class as the screen here. There's a document that needs to be completed. Look for bold print questions to know where you're expected to interact with the document. I have seen some people who haven't answered all the bold print stuff. I'll be contacting them. You also need Netflix for this. I have shared a little temporary Netflix password for the people who need it. If you are one of those folks, you don't have Netflix or you don't have access to it, let me know and I will set you up with my Netflix, but I'll make a special little password just for you. So hidden bias, the document, which is going to lead us through it, features an image from a Harvard study. It's mostly done in Harvard, but other colleges are involved, about teaching tolerance and finding hidden bias. So before this, we talked about how parents influence us and how our siblings and how toys and literature socialize us. And all these things lead to kind of our fabric of who we are on the inside. So I have put up a hidden bias Google Slides presentation. So I will show you where that is. It's over here on the right. Well, on my right, yours is in a different spot. Hidden bias. Again, it's a little slow. It's just the way it goes. And in this presentation, as soon as it opens, I've talked about what hidden bias is. It measures your unconscious or automatic bias. Once you know what your biases are, you understand kind of what you carry into a situation. There are lots of hidden bias tests available. The one that we use, like I said, is from Harvard. So you're going to go through the Google Slides. There's more than just those 2 slides, FYI. Most socialization that we get from our friends and our peers and our toys and our books and our parents is good stuff, like don't pick your nose and how to sing happy birthday. So some of it can kind of lead to unintended consequences. So you go through the Google Slides. Using the information from Google Slides, tell me what's the difference between a stereotype, prejudice, and discrimination. That is black and white in that Google Slides. You're going to add that information right here. Anything that's in bold print is going to be a key or a clue that you have something to do. Then you're going to go to the Harvard University study. It's also conducted by the University of Virginia and the University of Washington on hidden bias. Now, there are some things I'm going to ask you to do that are a little bit naughty on here. Test yourself for hidden bias. You can just click on this blue square that says test yourself for hidden bias. You're going to click next to the American flag because we're all living in America. Don't put your email in. Don't do any of that. You don't want them coming to your house. It does say that you're supposed to be 18 to do this. Pretend you're 18. There's nothing naughty in it. There's just part of the data has to be from adults, but we're going to pretend you are. If you are uncomfortable doing that, you can just skip over this, but I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. So I wish to proceed. And on the left, there are all these different hidden bias tests you can take. I took the president's one, I've taken the race one, I've taken the religion one, I did gender one. Actually, I think I've done pretty much all of them. I hadn't done the transgender one. That one's kind of new. Weapons, I've done that one. Ooh, that one made me a little nervous. So take any one of those. Actually, I want you to take 3 of those tests. Follow the link to the study. There's 14 tests available. You're going to do not put in your email. This is going to be part of a study that's been going on since you were not even thought of. take at least 3 tests, and I want you to write down the 3 tests you took, whether it was sexuality or weapons or presidents or skin tone. I do not want you to tell me what your results are. All right, that's just for you. I don't want you to know what your plan is. Like if you're like, ooh, in that weapons test, I really scored pretty crappy. I want you to think about what you could do to change your journey in the life, to be a better student, to be a better friend, to be a better parent, to be a better human being. Again, here's bold print. Who do you think you could suggest take this test? Last year, I had tons of students have their friends take it during advisement. We don't really have that available right now. Or they had their parents take it, and it was just kind of a fun way to start conversation. Then your next thing you're going to do is to go to Netflix. If you need to borrow my password, I'll set you up a special one. I've done a very good job making them very specific for the people who needed them. You're going to watch episodes of a TV show called 100 Humans. This is not a great television show, but this one episode called Are You Biased goes hand in hand with this study that we're looking at. So they have 4 experiments that they conduct during this episode of 100 Humans. I want you to describe the experiment and what they measured, what bias they measured. And then looking back at these 4 experiments, I want you to think about the tests you took in conjunction with the Harvard study and see if any of them line up with those experiments. Again, bold print means you have something to do. And that's the end of it. That's all you have to do for that. All right. If you have any questions, email me, or you can get a hold of me through Remind, or you can just come knocking on my door. Zach and Lucas know where my door is. And I will talk to you later. Bye.